Like Natasha, I'm here as a parent, taxpayer, and I'm on the board, but what I'm speaking here is my personal opinion on what has conspired in the last 3 to 4 years. As a body, you often talk about partnership and collaboration. One of your members is known for encouraging residents to be upstanders, not bystanders. Yet when reasonable questions and facts are pointed out about your decision, it is often the case that the response involves not answering any questions and engaging in personal attacks. The legality of this lease agreement is a very reasonable question in play. Not just the legality, but how it was marketed to the community, the manner in which the township sought to pressure the Board of Education, and the refusal of the Recreation Commission to answer any questions or provide requested documents. This land belongs to the township. It is public property, and you went to extreme lengths to pass it as a referendum question. And every single step of the time, you said there will be a turf installed, and the township needs the lease agreement and needs to own this land to apply for these grants. So what has changed in the last 4 years? And what is even more shocking and appalling is every single one of you here has taken an oath to abide by the state law. And the state law clearly states, like Natasha said, you need to pass it as an ordinance. So are you not being compliant? And are you aware of it? And I know the attorney is attending from, I think, Disneyland or I don't know where, on our tax dollars. So I hope we're getting good legal counsel here. Your response is, for any questions, is to attack representatives and organizations that are asking hard questions on an item where hard questions are warranted. You had no issues sending out press releases and using a local media outlet to advance what we know was an inaccurate narrative. You had no issues rallying groups to attend meetings to apply pressure to our district during what should have been a meeting focused on our budget, meant to meet the needs of our students. And no, this field is not a top priority for our students as reflected in our referendum survey. You can point to your ballot question, but at this point, we can all acknowledge how highly compromised this whole affair has been. How is it that this council was not aware of the wetlands issue after the Recreation Commission confidently stated that due diligence was applied? Is this just an innocent mistake? Is creating a false narrative in locking students out of a tennis court an innocent mistake? Is framing the whole matter as urgent and then doing nothing for months an innocent mistake? How many innocent mistakes before it becomes a pattern? Now that your actions and inconsistencies of your narrative are being highlighted, instead of answering questions and acknowledging these innocent mistakes, we're reading emails about how everyone here is working hard while others are casting dark clouds. If this was truly a mistake, you would acknowledge this, hold off on this vote, have the Recreation Commissioner attend the Board of Ed meeting, or minimally at least answer our questions and provide the requested documents to the Board of Ed. And I would like an answer.
What's the question? There's a whole lot of accusations.
Well, so I can
there.
Mayor,
What is not accurate?
Yeah, I'm going to let Mr. Salmon.
No, basically, if you're going to say, Angie, that sitting here as our elected mayor, that some of the statements are not accurate, I would like you to tell me.
I am not going to go back and forth.
No, you made a statement.
This happened repeatedly. I am not going back and forth.
You don't have to go back and forth. Let me, yeah, that's fine.
The attorney will answer, and that's the end of it.
That's fine.
If anyone else
If you
wants to say something, they're more than welcome.
No,
to
you
say.
said there was inaccurate statements. Didn't the town council, I'm still speaking.
Yes.
I'm still at my
Your
3
time
minutes.
is up.
Yes.
Your time is up.
So all I'm asking is, what is inaccurate? Like, I need to ask is, didn't the township lock GL students from playing tennis? That's not, that is not inaccurate.
I'm not going to debate.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is not a time for debate. This is a time for you to share your thoughts, and we are listening, and that's it. Mr.
Your actions speak louder than your words. That's about it. Yeah, I would like to hear from that.
Thank you, Mayor. So the one thing I want to address is this issue about whether ordinance or statute. The statute that was cited related to the ordinance just does not apply to this situation. That ordinance is for if the township were to be leasing properties with essentially private entities. It doesn't govern or relate to the lease agreements between a municipality and a school board or another municipality. Those are governed by the Shared Services Act. That allows for lease agreements for things like this to be done by resolution. They do not require an ordinance. So we call it a lease agreement because it is a lease agreement, but that doesn't affect the fact that it's still governed overall by the Shared Services Act, which only requires a resolution and not an ordinance. That would be if we were leasing a property to a private, let's say, developer or private, charity or something like that, by ordinance. But between other governmental agencies under the Shared Services Act, we only need to do it by resolution, regardless of whatever we call it.
Can he send it in an email? Like, can he?
We have sent
I
it.
think I had already
No,
provided that answer in an email, but I
what the
can provide another
communication
one.
breakdown is between us giving you information and the board members not receiving it, but we have sent not just this, but other information repeatedly.
I have a basic question. So the lease agreement said that the township has to pay the board the $1 fee. Was the fee paid?
It's being paid on the next bill list for the meeting.
The dollar?
Yeah, so for 6 months,
Yes.
it was an emergency. So you have not,
Bill list, we'll
so
pay you $1.
technically, it's not about, we will pay you $1. It's for, Liza, please be respectful. It's not about you or me here. I'm here as a taxpaying resident. If the council and every single one of you took an oath to abide by the law and we signed a lease agreement, it took the town 6 months to pay $1, while every bills list that you approve is millions of dollars. That itself says how serious
bad?
about it. Yeah.
Do you want to take over maintenance of it and do the improvements? Is that what you want? We're not doing turf. You guys didn't want turf to begin with. We're still using our grant money to do the field improvements without doing turf. So do you want it back so you guys can pay for the improvements and the maintenance that we currently pay for? Is that the end goal? If that's not the end goal, I'm not sure what.
No, but if you're
Our
not
attorney
installing the
answered
turf,
your
no.
They
No,
answered your question on the.
Nobody
ordinance
answered the
release.
question why.
We did
why
several
would-
times in email
About
about
the
I
turf.
don't want to, I don't
Yeah.
want to.
I really think,
Asked and answered.
Sounded like a Board of Ed meeting.
yeah, I really think that we're getting into a gray area of Board of Ed members, a few Board of Ed members and the members of this governing body having discussions. So I think we need
So
to.
it was perfectly fine for you to come and hijack the budget meeting when the entire council could come in and say, we are going to install a turf field. That was fine by you, and that's appropriate. But a couple board
I checked
members,
the budget meeting.
yeah, right.
Came and we sat there.
Yeah,
The
you
problem-
asked for a
the problem I
negotiation,
hear
yeah.
Is that when you come up to the mic, you say, I'm a Board of Ed member, but my comments are me as a resident. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Okay.
Because you're asking questions that the Board of Ed members would ask and that residents would
So why
ask.
can't a resident ask these? And the Board of Ed members don't have any authority when we don't have a quorum, FYI.
You can't have
I
your
think you
cake
should
and eat
know
it
that.
too, because one of your emails always say on the bottom, these are only my.
Because you
comments.
cannot speak for the rest of them. And when you don't have a quorum, you're not Board of Ed members.
Just give the field back.
Board of Ed meeting and you use that.
But we'll give it back. We'll give you the field back. I mean, this is for the residents of Berkeley Heights. This is for the children of Berkeley Heights.
Yes.
You're arguing about $1 and who it's a lease agreement or.
No, it took
shared-
6 months to pay $1.
Cares?
Okay.
Because that's me getting angry.
So if you're giving it back,
Cares?
is
It's
that
for the
is that the
children.
consensus?
Take the field back.
Not
Take the field back.
Okay.
I'm so sick of listening to all this.
Oh, we are sick of all the shenanigans for the
So
5 years.
I'm gonna say
That
one
was
last.
very inappropriate.
I'm gonna say one last thing. This is, all the field, all anybody wants from the field is to try to do something good for the township. That's it.